This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. No return attempted there. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Early in this season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Breaks loose at the 40. They stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play. Throwing off play action. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Caught over the middle. It's Grant. He's stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win. Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Russell. He's hit as he throws it. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it here. Slings right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here. Actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Special teams produce a score.
And just like that, they've erased the deficit with one incredible special teams touchdown. Just a really all-around solid job by the return team. And how about the vision of that punt return?
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. He's going to bring this out from a couple yards into the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive for the 18. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Back to pass. It's Russell. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
What a great job here by the offensive coordinator going with the screen, and the timing could not have been any better. Quarterback senses the blitz, kind of baits that linebacker, floats it over top of him, and gave that running back plenty of room to pick up a nice gain.
Looking for some space. It's Young. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
As we break for for the quarter, Kirk. It's Texas A&M on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. But it could work with a sweep. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's dropped. Barely intercepted by an excellent defender. Don't see that very often.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Brant. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Looking to throw yet again. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the 1st down.
Direct snap. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. He'll hand it off. Breaks free. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
First and 10 now for the offense. Wants to throw it. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's second down now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. What a stiff arm. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
The sure hands. It's Russell. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Texas A&M getting set with a first and 10 now. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Hands off to the left. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense makes the recovery. Turnover.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
Heads up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. Made it. 3 points on the board. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. To the air, it's Russell. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
At the 25, it's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? And the QB will try again on second and 10. On the run here. Where does it go? Short connection to the tight end here. He's swarmed by the defense. The clock is still running up and hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Can he make it to the marker? That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
First down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Dropping back, it's Russell. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Finds room at the 30. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were sluggish in the first half, almost completely shut down. Let's see if they can find the spark now coming out of the break. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
It was there, Chris. It was the right call. It was good execution. He just dropped it. That receiver's got to do a better job of finishing the play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Back to throw. It's Russell. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
They just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
He boots it away from inside his own end zone. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Takes the handoff. It's Moulton. Finding space at the 20. Carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On the run here, lets it go. Caught quickly. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Now the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this round? Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
Third down. This offense is really using conversion here. Down multiple scores. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. Good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. We'll see what the offense can do starting inside their own 20. Fights off a defender. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Back in motion now. To the air. It's Russell. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Can he get there on the ground? The ball is loose. Able to make the recovery and avoid a crushing turnover. He brought down. Nice play to make the recovery, but he stopped short of first down yardage. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It will cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
The receiver grabs it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They are pouring it on now.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. 1st down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throwing for his running back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
He'll field the punt. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! Well, Kirk, we knew this guy was a dangerous returner. Took the football and just knifed through that coverage team.
You know, a lot of times we talk about vision. Usually we're talking about running backs trying to find a lane. But returners need to have that as well. And you saw how great vision allows this returner to kind of weave his way through the defenders for a touchdown.
And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Grab down the middle, it's Young. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Testing the right side here. He shreds the tackle. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call it. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need.
The pass is intercepted. He could go. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Here's the handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. So the electric touchdown play taken off the board. It's coming all the way back. That's a crucial mistake. Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made on the right side. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He was successful with his first try. This one from 39 yards out. He got it. The field goal's good. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. To throw, it's Russell. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. He'll look to throw it here on second down. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Now, this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with this quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times, consistent pressure, just dominating performance.
Powering through.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. To throw, it's Russell. Defense is coming after him. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Leaning on the run game here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Well, hand it off. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Gain of 1. Coming up, fourth down.